Welcome to this episode of Think, Learn, Do. Today's idea is to create a doorbell, just a simple doorbell for like a dollhouse, a playhouse, treehouse, etc. It's going to be simple, but it'll still be fun. What we're going to do is we're going to use an Arduino for our brains. Then we're going to have this momentary switch as our doorbell button. And what's actually going to play our sound is just this little piezo. It's kind of a speaker, but it doesn't really do a full range of speaker things, but it can play tones for us, so that'll be fun. So let's draw out our circuit diagrams. We're going to have our Arduino and our momentary switch is going to be hooked up to just one of these GPIO pins. Then we're going to use it as on the pin, we're going to do an input pull-up. So that means we'll be able to just connect this other leg to ground. And with our piezo, it's pretty similar. We're just going to have another pin go into our piezo. My beautiful piezo. It's going to be a GPIO pin, and then the other pin is also going to be going to ground. Now the important thing about this piezo is we have to use a pin that supports PWM. PWM stands for pulse width modulation, and since a digital pin can either be on or off, we can change how often we turn it on and off to kind of simulate an analog voltages on a digital pin. That's kind of a quick introduction to it. SparkFun has a much better write-up on PWM. Suffice it to say, we just need to make sure we pick a pin that supports PWM for our tone function call that we're going to use in Arduino. So looking it up, pins, and actually on the circuit board you can actually see there's a little squiggle next to the pin that shows it can support PWM. So I'm going to just pick pin 9, why not? And you can see the 10, 11 also support PWM. Looks like there's some other ones in there too. We'll just use pin 9. Alright, let's build it. So you might be wondering why there are 6 pins on this switch if we're only going to use 2. So this just allows us to hook up multiple connections. If I remember right, this is one side of the switch and this is the other side of the switch. Let's double check this real fast. Set this to resistance and then use our switch, not our piezo. So theoretically, with it open, it should read no infinite resistance. As it gets to 9, and we push it, we get something different. And that's the general idea. Okay, apparently I told you wrong with this switch. And this is some random switch I got from somewhere and I don't know the pin out. So we're just going to ignore that one for now. I got a different one that I actually can test and show that it works, so let's do that real fast. Okay, so we're showing infinite resistance. Push the switch and it goes to 0 ohms, so no resistance. That's a little bit better. That'll work. We'll use that. Alright, let's try it out. Nice, it works. Let's make it a little more interesting of a doorbell sound though. Let's try this again with a little more cool sounding. So with the piezo, you can do some different tones, different notes. For our purpose, we're just going to do the simple, usual doorknob. And I think that's pretty good. Let's go try this out. Alright, well that was a fun little project. It actually worked pretty well on the little Barbie dollhouse I had. I think my kids would have a lot of fun playing with it. It would be fun to revisit this one and turn it into a little self-contained unit that we could stick on a playhouse. And then also maybe revisit it so we can make it louder. We've always had problems making piezos louder, so that would be interesting to figure out. But anyways, there's that, and thanks for watching.